Did Conrad Fisher go to therapy because of Christmas 2.0? Let's discuss. So at the beginning of episode 1, the first time we see Conrad is when he's on his way to therapy. He's talking about going home and how he's having a lot of anxiety about it. And when his therapist asks why, he says, I don't know. And then he asks him to picture the day. And when he goes through everyone, he gets to Belly and he can't even say her name. This relationship to me seems new, his therapist relationship, because the therapist is saying things like, remind me, when's the last time you went home? And he knows some of the players, but he's not asking about Belly. Conrad has clearly never spoken about Belly in therapy. The next time we see Conrad, he's speaking to Agnes at the bar, not the next time, but the next time this comes up. He's speaking to Agnes at the bar. Agnes asks him if he's ever been in love. And again, he can't even say Belly's name. She forces him to do it. And during that conversation, he talks about the first time he saw her after she started dating Jeremiah and how he knew he couldn't be around her without telling her that he loved her because he never said the words during the relationship. And then he just leaves because he can't talk about her. He's in emotional turmoil still about her. And ultimately, he decides he's not even going to go to his mother's memorial service because he doesn't think it's good for him to be around everyone. And by that, we mean Belly and probably Belly with Jeremiah. And Agnes is the one who convinces him to go, telling him he needs to get over this and do some exposure therapy. But this is all after Christmas. We learn in the next episode that 5 months earlier, because I'm pretty sure this was end of May, beginning of June, that 5 months earlier, we had this. They were together in the house, not just for a day, but for a night, an entire day, and then he leaves the next morning. And then when he is talking to Belly during episode 5 in the car, and he tells her that he's in therapy, he says, I've also started seeing a therapist, implying that it was something recent. We know that Conrad left the next morning without saying goodbye and that Belly fell asleep on the couch. The last we saw the two of them together was right when she had the conversation with Jeremiah, and she says to him, I would have told him you were here, and he's like, it's fine, and walks off. We know he also didn't go to France, where he was supposed to take a flight on the 28th, but he didn't do that. So what happened? Did Conrad have a panic attack that night or that morning? Whatever it was, he needed to bounce, and when he got back to California, he went right into therapy.